Welcome to Ghoulish Gab. Always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Now, with the recent very mild success of things like the Banana Splits and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it's fun to imagine what other non-horror properties could be turned into horror movies, and that's what we're doing today. My first pick, and some of you might think this is cheating a little bit, is going to be Scooby-Doo, but hear me out. I want live action with the CGI dog, but I want real horror movie stakes. I want deaths, I want gore, but I still want it to be a campy comedy movie. It's just that the stakes are going to be much higher, and there's not going to be, people in with fog machines and sheets. It's going to be the Scooby Gang and a real slasher serial killer scenario.
Would you still want Mr. Bean to be involved?
Not at all. I don't want him involved in anything.
All right,
Ooh.
my first one. And again, this could possibly be considered cheating because when you're a child, this movie was terrifying. The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
I want it to be dark. I want the vibrant, like Munchkin Land area to still be vibrant, but as soon as you go past that, I want the Tin Man to be terrifying. I want Scarecrow to be terrifying. And yes, you can find out that they're still good, but at the time they're terrifying. And then all of a sudden she has to travel with these terrifying creatures. And I want the flying monkeys and Elphaba, or the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West, to be absolutely soul-crushing scary. And I really want all the gore that comes with getting crushed by a house. That's what I want.
I think that would work well. That would work very well. My next property is going to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I want a practical effect movie. You can take the costumes straight out of the ones from the original 1990 movie if you want. But when that comic book first came out in 1984, the Turtles were very gritty and violent. I mean, they swore and you shot guns and were just like way different than what you saw on a kid's television show. And then, of course, that became successful. But I think that you could take those characters who could be somewhat terrifying to real people anyway and add in any number of villains and either ones that exist or don't exist to them and make them absolutely terrifying and give them some sort of real gore fest. Tons of action, tons of gore, turtles in their 1984 glory, shooting Uzis, whatever. Just someone make that for me.
My only request that there still be the line from Secret of the Ooze where they're like, babies, they're babies.
Yeah, throw it in there. Throw it in there. Still have them say cowabunga and shit too. Who cares? Just let them kill things. That's what I want.
All right, I'm going to head into a Disney property.
Ooh.
And I think that for as much as it annoys every parent out there, I think Frozen could be entirely terrifying if given the chance. Like, think about it. What if Elsa wasn't able to be redeemed? Like, what if Elsa all of a sudden had these brutal ice powers and she was just freezing people like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat? And so she freezes them and then just smashes them. And then it's just bloody ice everywhere. And so all of a sudden it goes from like Anna having to save her sister to Anna having to destroy her sister for the fate of Arendelle.
Would there still be singing?
Yes. But I'm a musical bitch. You knew that.
That is terrifying. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Now, we can't do this anymore because Paul Rubens, unfortunately, is gone. And I don't, I haven't even sorted out, would Pee-wee be the killer in this movie or not? Possibly, because that playhouse could be absolutely terrifying with just a couple minor tweaks. So
Cherry.
Yeah, Cherry.
Cherry is the main villain. No,
Zombie.
they'd have to cross over into the movie and bring for the main boss villain to be
Francis.
Marge.
Oh, large Marge.
Large Marge has to be.
Yeah, you could. I think there's something there. I don't have that one all sorted out in my head, but there is something there for sure.
Okay. Dirty Dancing. Now, you're confused. I can see it in your face. But you keep the banger soundtrack of Dirty Dancing. You keep Patrick Swayze and the actress whose name I can't remember. But then it takes on like a Friday the 13th vibe, where instead of them being at summer camp, they're at this like mountain resort and there's a serial killer.
And that
Right?
I think that could work. Patrick Swayze, he's dead too, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
You'll have to put, I don't know, put the Rock in it or something. I don't know. That he goes in everything now. He
No,
could
put
be
the
the
beekeeper
killer.
in there.
The
Jason
beekeeper.
Statham.
Oh boy. I think that definitely could work. Well, tell us in the comments what you think of our picks and tell us some non-horror franchises that you think could be turned into good horror movies and how that could be done.